Hello, grade 3. Okay, so we are starting a new topic today. It's river to homes. Uh, there are many households or many places where people use river water for their daily use. Okay, and in today's topic, we are going to learn how this river water is sent to people's homes. So, see, uh, there are people who have taps in their homes, and water is sent to those taps from a water treatment center. Okay, see, river water, there are places where they have big rivers and they make use of that river water. Now this river water is sent to people's homes, but it is not sent directly. There is a process behind it. Okay, because you know it very well that you just cannot consume river water directly. There are lots of impurities, lots of dirt in it, and if you drink it directly, then you may fall sick. So what is the process of sending river water to people's homes? How do they do it? Now what happens is, in these places they have a treatment plant, a water treatment plant. So the water is first pumped from the river to this treatment plant. There are machines which clean this water, which clean this river water. Okay, and then after they have cleaned it, they also use some chemicals which will completely clean the water, kill the germs, and then this clean water is stored in a tank. From these tanks, water is sent to people's homes through pipes which are under the ground, and then people, when it reaches their homes and they open their tap, they'll see water falling down. They do not actually need to store the water in tanks, just like how we do. Okay. So let me show you the content book. In the content book you will see a diagram of a water treatment plant. Okay, so this is how the water is collected from the river. Then it is sent to the water treatment plant. In water treatment plant there are big storage tanks, then big machines working the whole day so that they can clean all kinds of impurities from the river water. Then they also mix some chemicals which are not harmful for our body, but which will kill the germs, and then that clean water is kept in tanks. Okay, they are kept in big tanks, and from these tanks they are sent, that clean water is sent to people's homes through pipes. Okay, pipes which are laid under the ground. Now this is how river water is sent to people's homes. And why do we need to clean it in such a way? Because river water has lots of things flowing along with it, and if we just drink it directly, or if we just filter it at home and then drink it, that will not be enough. Okay, so that's why now these kind of things are actually done by the government. Okay, the authorities of a place, they run such kind of water treatment centers where water is clean, and then people have to pay a certain amount of money to the government for this kind of service. Now the difference between how we get water and how those people get water is that we people, especially the people in Dimapur, we rely on groundwater. Okay, because we do not have such big rivers around us, we do not have such big water sources. That's why we have to depend on groundwater. So most of us, many people over here, they use wells, and they also use electric pumps so that they can take out the water from under the ground. But we do not get this kind of water supply from water treatment plants, because it's not, just like I said, we do not have enough river water sources over here. Okay, that will not be enough for all the people of the state. That's why we have to usually rely on groundwater. Now there are places where they have lots of big rivers, and the government makes uses of that river water to send water to people's homes. So those people, they don't need to rely on groundwater like us. For them, water is available all the time. It's just that they need to pay a certain amount of money to the government for such service. Okay, now so even if, see, okay, so now do you know that the water that is used in our homes, where does it go? All that wastewater flow into the drains, right? Now all the waste water are actually supposed to flow back into the into the water sources such as a river. Okay, but there is also a certain process for that. Actually there are many places in the world, even in our country, where the river water is collected, the wastewater is collected in big drains. Okay, the wastewater from everyone's house, it gets collected into big drains. Now this wastewater also passes through a cleaning process, just like how in a water treatment plant the river water is cleaned and sent to people's homes. In the same way, in a wastewater treatment plant, this wastewater goes through different machines. These machines clean all the impurities from the water, and this water, when it is completely clean, is sent back to the rivers. So that, see, if we directly let all the wastewater to flow into the rivers, we need to keep this in mind, that these are the same rivers which we are going to use again, river water, and there are many animals living inside a river. So when we send out wastewater, there are also many harmful things along with in that water, so it may harm those animals. Okay, it may harm the aquatic life over there, and we are eventually going to use the same river water. That's why when all that wastewater is collected in big drains, it is sent through a wastewater treatment plant. A wastewater treatment plant has machines which will clean out all the impurities. When the water has become clean, it will send it back into the rivers. Okay, so this is how this actual process works. Okay, so see, now just like I said, the way we get water, the way how our city gets water, Dimapur, is very different from cities compared to Delhi or UP, where they have very big rivers. Okay, and the government has big water treatment plants where the river water is taken into, it's cleaned and sent into people's homes through pipes. Just like how we pay electricity bill, they also have to pay a certain amount of bill to the government for giving them water, clean water. Okay, so this is how it works. Now those who rely on river water, see, those who rely on river water, as soon as every time they open the taps, they will get water. But there may be times when there may be a problem in the water treatment plant or some kind of other issues, because of which they may not get enough water. So what these people can do is they can store water in buckets or in tanks at home, so that they always have available water for their use. Just like how we do it, since we depend on groundwater, what we do is we take the help of electric pumps, and then we fill up tanks at home, right, so that we always have enough water. So in the same way, even people those who are relying on river water, they can also do the same thing. When there's more water, they can always store it and keep it aside, so that they can always have available water at home. Okay, so that will be all for today.